The Russian Revolution Song. Tsar Nicholas II promised change after the 1905 Russian Revolution. The economy grew worse, and another one was near. The Bolsheviks were led by Mr. Vladimir. His group wanted to change out the power, give it to the politicians, and overpower. By 1904, World War I provided relief by the King Nicholas and all of his chiefs. They hoped that the military crisis would help other countries together and be more confident, whatever. The beginning of the war, people wanted to get involved before they were even called. Russia wasn't ready for the war. Factories weren't steady. They wanted more. Transportation wasn't enough. Equipment outdated. Not longer that. Nicholas took command and debated of Russian army forces that were at hand, but his efforts were in vain. His plans were like sand. He knew nothing about his military gain, but what made things worse, Queen Alexandra had a man. Not one that she was with, his name, Gregory Rasputin. March 8, 1917 is the date the revolution began. Citizens took the streets of Petrograd, protested on the food and fueled the lack. Orders were refused by the policemen to attack. The government became helpless. Everyone refused to obey, and soon he lost control over the game. March 15th was when Nicholas abdicated. The Russian monarchy came to an end. Abdication of Nicholas became known as the February Revolution in Russia. Something needed to mend. And after the war fall's end, Duma established a temporary government. Provisionary government was the name, and Alexander Kursky was the one who led it. Russians weren't happy with him, and he wasn't much help. So citizens were unsure. Bolsheviks still wanted change and later abolish private property and enforce social equality. There was a lot of haters. He established a community program, made private ownership of land, and gave that to peasants at factories to work his orders to send. Lenin ended Russia's involvement in the war, sent Trotsky to advocate some more. Soon they knew it, Russia's army had no power. Trotsky had to accept an agreement that was sour. Russians were mad because of the treaty. Bolsheviks opportunities organized troops that were needy. They got some help from France and the U.S. 3 years into the war, the Red and White Army had raged. They finally won in 1920, but Lenin was forced with a collapsed economy. He introduced a no-economic policy. This permitted capitalism activity. Then the peasants could finally sell their food for profit. And that concludes the Russian Revolution.